President Trump set to visit Western North Carolina tomorrow to help areas still trying to recover from the catastrophic damage caused by Hurricane Helene.
Well, farmers in Western North Carolina facing a major financial crisis. In Henderson County alone, agricultural losses have topped $150 million.
Our next guest had to close their farm for 4 weeks out of the 11 weeks during the season due to road damage.
Joining us now, Stepp's Hillcrest Orchard co-owner, Danielle Stepp McCall. Danielle, great to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. Donald Trump has been talking a lot about North Carolina. Frankly, I think more than what President Biden did in his last couple of months in office right after Helene hit. Are you hopeful that Donald Trump is going to back up his words with action in terms of helping you folks out?
We are hopeful. Yeah, that's I think the word. We are hopeful that there will be relief for us here in Western North Carolina for all the agricultural losses we have faced.
Just describe the condition of the area, Danielle, of just the struggle to recover and what people there still desperately need.
So the loss was varied across the county, different types of loss, whether it was infrastructure, whether it was damage to fields, crop loss. What we suffered really was damage to the road, which meant folks couldn't get to our farm. Some folks have been able to go ahead and deal with those types of losses. For us, we're still suffering from about a 50% loss of income just due to the fact that folks couldn't get here safely to visit us.
Well, 50%, I can't imagine you had a huge profit margin to begin with, but 50%, have you had to get side jobs in order to make ends meet? I mean, how are you handling a 50% loss in your income?
Well, we're pretty frugal, so that helps. But my husband has taken some jobs off the farm this winter. There have been some local grants, local loans available to us, and we have taken advantage of those. So we will make it through. There's no doubt about it. We've been doing this for over 55 years here on our farm. We will make it through. But it would be great to see some help from the federal government for sure.
Has the help not been there? And not just in your your case, Danielle, but just broadly speaking, because we were covering this, particularly on this show, from like day one with those private helicopter pilots were the ones that were having to fly up into the mountains to rescue people. It took 6 days for the governor to call in active duty military after the storm hit.
Well, I think folks here in the mountains are resilient, and we helped each other. Folks across the state helped us, and we saw help from across the country. But yeah, so far it's been more that individual or local help. We're just not quite yet seeing that help from the government, but we're very hopeful that it's coming our way.
Well, you know, they signed something called the American Relief Act. That's tens of billions of dollars are in that Relief Act. Have you seen any of that money? I mean, the big money to come in to help on a large scale?
We haven't yet. I know programs are going to have to be built to deal with the different types of losses there are here, but sooner rather than later would be really helpful for farmers, I can tell you that.
Danielle, if you had a chance to speak to President Trump, what would you say to him?
I would say, farmers are the backbone of America. Agriculture is a bipartisan issue. Everybody has to eat. We'd love to see some help. We're doing our part. We'd love to see some help come our way.
And I'm just wondering, how long does it take to plant new trees before they start bearing fruit?
Several years. Thankfully,
Wow.
We didn't lose a lot of trees, but there are neighbors of ours who did.
Well, God bless you. We're praying for you all, and we hope you have a chance to talk to President Trump as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danielle.